Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. A neutral site showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. It's the BYU Cougars and the Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, Clemson's head coach told me before the game he has great confidence in the line of scrimmage and their ability to run the ball today. That's because he has got an experienced back. With a freshman quarterback, if he doesn't like what he sees, he can hand it off, and they will plan on having great success up front. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Avant. Fires to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. And the Cougars want to crank the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Across the 25, he's got room. They run him out of bounds after a tremendous pickup on the play.
And you gotta lock in on the keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Quarterback keeps it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Here's Brown. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle and he would have hit that thing. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Plows through the defense. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Back to pass on second down. Zings it complete to the right. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Tigers peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. The give to the left side. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Smith. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
From the gun, it's Smith. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the tight end. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! Extra point here will tie the game. And the point after is good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped right at the 35, almost found a little room for a big return, but they get him on the ground right there. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Here's Brown to begin the drive. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Avant. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 25. Into the house. Touchdown, Cougar!
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give is to Smith. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Snap in the shotgun. Right side, it's Burrows. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll keep it on the ground. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
2nd down to the air. Setting up the screen. Jukes his way for more. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Looking to throw for it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Looks as if BYU will have a first down. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield, it's Avant. Out wide left, it's Coleman. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He wants to throw it. Finds his tight end. Past the 30. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
BYU has this offense clicking. Wants to throw one first. Firing to the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, BYU. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Quarterback empties his backfield. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. Out wide right, it's Moore. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Straight ahead, it's Davidson. Crosses the 45. There he goes. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And BYU will get the first down.
And guys, that's not a surprise, is it? Watching tape coming into this football game, he can make things happen. He can run around you. He can run through you, just like you saw right there, break tackles. They will feature him early in this football game. They'll feature him often. He's one of their game breakers.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Sets his feet. It's Avant. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the tight end. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for space. It's Davidson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Clemson is quick to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Runs through a tackle. Breaks into the open. Across midfield and across territory, and finally down at the 48. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee's signal for the 2-minute timeout.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. They'll move the wide receiver. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Fires quickly. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to get it through the air. Got his man. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. On the run, it's Davidson. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he's got some space. The tag. Touchdown, Cougars. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh center downs going to the air. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Second and long here. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. Go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout taken by BYU at second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They kick it away on fourth down. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Just smothered on the play. The Cougars are going to use their third and final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Avant. They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We kick things off with Cal taking on the UCLA Bruins. And it's the Golden Bears looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Immediately fires to the middle. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Follows his blocks. It's Davidson.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Not enough juice on that one.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up 3rd down.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Cotton. After 45 on his way. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Drops back on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Powers inside.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
So the BYU offense comes out to go on the attack. Back to throw, it's Avant. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Coleman. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Cougars, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Wants to throw one first. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
BYU lines up with a 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Brown. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. This time they'll throw it. Touchdown, Cougars! Fitted in the window for the score.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. First play of this drive. Makes the catch, it's Brown. Still on his feet at the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Making the adjustment on the play. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This time, he's got his man. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running inside, it's Davidson. Brought down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They give it to him again. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Sends it back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Long way to go on second down. Changing the routes with his receivers. They'll go back to the air on second down. Throws for the tight end. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. Hard running there. He made something out of pretty much nothing, but still is going to wind up 3 yards short of the line to gain. It's 4th down. Snapped on 4th down. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Avant. Fires to the wideout. Finds his man, it's Casper. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Fresh set of downs going up top. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it way down the field. Shakes a man and he might take off. Touchdown BYU! Once he got some room, it was over.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Rush is on, and they got it.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Second down, going to throw it. Look out! Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He's changing the play. Got to make the play on fourth. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
They'll run with Brown. Touchdown, BYU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have got down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown. Across the 25. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10. BYU now into the red zone. Here we go. Where did he go? Turns upfield. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slide.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Give to Brown. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Avant. Here comes the heat. Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Cougars! Fired in from the red zone for the score. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. From deep, it's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Burrows. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his 2nd catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
And you got to find a matchup. Like, what is the matchup out wide that you can go with? 4 verts, I get it, but they're playing deep. They're understanding that they got a lead. They can play with a cushion. We just need a guy to win a one-on-one battle. Who is our guy that we can pick to make a play down the field?
2nd and long here. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man on the left. First catch of the season as this freshman tight end wastes no time getting involved.
And that's why quarterbacks take their offensive lines out for all-you-can-eat wings. Clean pocket, able to step up, scan the entire field, and pick the open receiver.
Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Motion from the wide receiver. Sees a crease. Pass to 6. Turning it on. He's at slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished that thing off in style with a 49-yard touchdown run. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Cotton. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Clemson jumps to the line. Fresh center downs going to the air. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Hits inside. It's Davidson. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Finds his man. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Right at the line. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. He's got it. First down and more. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. To the air, it's Avant. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Coleman. Hits the afterburners. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Push ahead on the sneak. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. Tries it on the sneak. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line. Push forward on the sneak. The sneak scores it.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there, getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead.
Oh, and they blocked it. He picks it up. That's a live ball.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Back to pass, it's Avant. Still looking to his right. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. Deep in the end zone, it's Johnson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Drops back on first down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Out wide left, it's Davidson. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You got 2 great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the win.
Get the win, obviously. You worry about cleaning everything up, but you also want timely defense, right? Like, when you need it, can you come through? I know a lot of people were holding their breath on the sideline, wondering if they would come through, but they did. They got the stop in a big moment. Their offense scored a bunch of points, and they walk away with the victory.
Back to pass, it's Avant. Lets it fly. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Looking to throw.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. After this, it'll be a wrap. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Wants to throw on first. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Johnson. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.